All right, you guys, here's what I want to show you today. I want to show you how you can use a Google spreadsheet to create your graph when you're working on your data analysis project. So you're going to take some data like, for example, temperatures or colors, and you're going to create a graph out of it similar to what I've done here and here, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So first of all, let's say that you did a survey and you surveyed somebody about their favorite colors. So first of all, we are going to make some labels. So favorite color and the number of people. Okay, and the colors that people chose as their favorite were red, blue, yellow, green, and other. And let's say that 12 people chose red, 7 people chose blue, yellow was 3 people, green was 5 people, and other was 15 people. Okay, so now I've got this data. Okay, now I'm going to highlight it all. I'm going to select those cells on the spreadsheet, and I'm going to click on Insert. And when you click on Insert, you will notice that there's something called Chart. So I'm going to insert Chart. And let's try that again. Doesn't want to work. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's being goofy though. There we go. Okay, so I inserted the chart, and on the right, you get all of these options. Okay, it automatically made a circle graph out of this data because that seems to be something that we could make, but you could choose the chart style. If we go to setup, you can choose the chart type. So some people might decide to do a bar graph out of this data and tell how many people chose each color, and it will automatically do that for you. You could choose a pie graph, and it will automatically figure out the percent of each people that chose that color. You do need to change your labels then. So I do not want the title of my graph to be number of people. So I can click on the title and I can change it to favorite color of 7th grade students. Okay. And maybe you want to change these because I don't want the red piece of the pie to be blue. So I'm going to change it to red. And I'm going to change the red piece of the pie because that's labeled blue. I'm going to change that to blue. Okay, that one's yellow, that one's green. Other I can leave as orange, or I could click on that piece of the pie and change it to a different color, whatever color I wanted it to be. Okay, if I go back to setup and I chose a bar graph instead, okay, then I could change my labels, I could change my titles on the side. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can click on customize and you can see all of that here. You can change the font, you can change what that looks like. Okay, once you have your graph made, now you can use that graph in other things. So you can just click on the graph, okay, like I have here, and I can copy it. Okay, I can click on the 3 dots here and I can click copy chart. Okay, then maybe I open up a Google slide presentation and I want to copy that chart or graph into my Google Slides. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that because on your project, you are going to make a Google slide. So I'm going to paste it in here. So I'm going to go File, Edit, Paste. And I don't want to link it back to my spreadsheet. I just want to paste it unlinked. And there's my graph. So you do not have to spend any time physically making a graph. You can just link it in there. If I wanted the pie chart instead, I click on it. I can copy the chart go back here, and I can edit, paste that one. And then you can adjust the size of how you want it. So I actually put both of them in here, and you can have both of them. Okay, now remember to choose the right type of graph. You have lots of chart types to choose from. It could be a line graph, it can be a bar graph, it can be a pie chart, it can be a scatter plot. Okay, depending on what type of data you have. I would not have made a scatter plot out of this data because it's not comparing two different sets of data. Remember, you would not use a line graph because we're not talking about change over time. So depending on what you're choosing. Now, if I chose to do a graph of temperature, so maybe I did the date and the temperature. And I said on May 3rd, the temperature was 52 degrees. And on May 4th, the temperature was 51. And May 5th, the temperature was 55. And May 6th, the temperature was 63. And then on May 7th, the temperature was maybe 49 degrees. Okay, I input my data just like I did on the last one. I select it all and I click Insert Chart. Now the cool thing is it automatically chooses the chart that it thinks you should use, the type of graph, and it picked correctly here. It's a line graph because it's showing the temperature over time. It put the dates on the bottom, the temperature on the side. Okay, I don't know that I really like this title. So if I click on the title, I can change the title and I can say the temperature in Melrose over a certain time. But then I can again just copy that chart and put it into the slide. Okay. Now, obviously, if you have questions on how to do that or how to enter the data, you can go back and rewatch this video. Or ask me for help and I will help you figure it out. Okay, good luck making your chart.